Want to dominate your category instead of competing for scraps of attention? My clients have built unshakable brand authority in months, not years. But forget flashy logos and viral marketing stunts. That's amateur hour. Here's the brutal truth. Your brand isn't failing because of your product. It's failing because you lack authority. Period. Let me break this down for you. 90% of startups disappear because they never learn how to command authority in their market. They're just noise. If nobody knows your brand, they can't buy from you. If nobody trusts your brand, they won't buy again. Authority is what makes the difference between being forgettable and being the only choice. This isn't just another framework. This is the authority system that separates brands that lead from brands that beg. Are you ready to stop being invisible? Let's face it, your brand isn't getting the attention it deserves, and it's costing you growth, funding, and customers every single day. Hi, I'm Arnt Eriksson, founder of ConquerOS and a seasoned brand and creative strategist. I help ambitious startup and scale-up founders just like you build brand authority that drives growth with the ConquerOS framework, without hiring overpriced agencies, without wasting money on ineffective marketing, and without struggling with brand confusion, and doing it all in just 1 to 2 hours per day. I've accumulated knowledge and frameworks from the world's biggest global agencies and worked with more than 75 brands across every category imaginable, from startups to Fortune 500 companies like Google, PayPal, and New Balance. What I'm about to share with you is worth more than £107,000. That's what you'd pay an agency for this level of brand strategy, sometimes between 30 to 300,000 depending on scope. The ConquerOS system isn't just another framework. It's a battle-tested authority-building machine that has helped my clients raise funding 2.5 times faster, increase prices by 30% without losing customers, and grow revenue by 23% annually. This isn't theory. This is pure authority-building strategy that works regardless of market conditions. Pay attention. This video breaks down why your brand lacks authority and what you can do about it, the complete ConquerOS system that builds unshakable authority, how to implement it without sacrificing your limited time. Stay until the end and I'll show you how to get a free brand authority audit that reveals exactly what's holding your brand back from dominating your category. Let's get real about the attention economy you're competing in. The average person gets bombarded with 6,000 to 10,000 ads every single day. In 1970s, it was just 500. That's a 20-time increase in competition for the same limited attention span. Your fancy logo and clever tagline, they're drowning in this ocean of noise. And here's where you get it completely wrong. You think shouting louder is the answer. More ads, more content, more noise. That's like whispering in a stadium full of people screaming and wonder why nobody hears you. It's not just ineffective, it's expensive mediocrity. The brands that win don't compete for attention, they command it through authority. Here's the data. 81% of consumers need to trust a brand before purchasing, yet only 30% actually trust the brand they interact with. That 51% gap, that's the authority gap, and closing it is worth billions. Just look at the numbers. The top 100 most valuable brands are worth $6.9 trillion combined. Apple alone commands $516 billion in brand value. Why? They don't have customers. They have believers. That's authority. Let me be crystal clear. Branding isn't art and craft. It's not your logo, your colors, or your cute Instagram grid. Brand authority is the single most powerful business asset you can build. Full stop. The ConquerOS is built on one unshakable truth. Authority creates power. Without authority, you're just another player in the game. With it, you own the game. A brand without authority is just noise. A brand with authority doesn't compete, it leads. The system is built around 3 core elements that create unassailable brand authority. What I call the strategic authority trifecta. Brand strategy equals clarity and distinction, who you are. Creative strategy equals logic plus magic, how you tell your story. Marketing strategy, precision plus velocity, how you amplify your message. These aren't fluffy concepts. They are precise mathematical formulas that stack and compound to create exponential authority growth. Harrington Emerson said, "As to methods, there may be a million and then some, but principles are a few. The man who grasps principles can successfully select his own methods. The man who tries methods ignoring principles is sure to have trouble." This is the exact problem with most brand building approaches. They skip principles and jump straight to tactics. The Conqueror West doesn't make that amateur mistake. We establish authority through principles first, then select the appropriate methods. Let me break down how these principles translate into formulas that build authority and drive revenue. The attention formula. The ultimate goal for any brand isn't leads, sales, or even customers. It's attention. Without attention, you don't exist. The attention formula isn't complicated. Attention equals awareness plus trust. If people don't know you exist, awareness, or don't believe what you say, trust, you have zero attention. Zero attention means zero authority. Think about the brands you respect. Two things are always true. You know they exist and you trust what they promise. That's the foundation of their authority. But here's where most founders screw up. They focus exclusively on awareness. They burn cash on ads without building trust. That's like being the loudest person in the room that nobody respects. You're just annoying. Or they obsess over trust, perfecting their product but never making anyone aware it exists. That's like having the cure for cancer, but keeping it in your garage. You're just being irrelevant. Both approaches destroy authority before it even can develop. The Conqueror OS builds both simultaneously. Awareness gets you noticed, trust keeps you relevant. Together, they create attention that builds authority and drives revenue. Let me show you exactly how this works. Canva entered a design tool market crowded with Adobe and countless competitors. Instead of playing the feature comparison game, which they'd lose, they established immediate authority with crystal clear positioning, design for everyone. This clarity drove awareness. Their remarkable user experience built trust. Together, they created attention that helped them command a 40 billion valuation and add 15 million new users in 2023 alone. That's not just luck, that's authority by design. Now, let's break down the two formulas that build unshakable authority through awareness and trust. The awareness formula. The first pillar of authority is awareness, but most founders have no clue how to build it effectively. Let me break this down for you. Awareness equals relevance plus remarkable. Relevance comes from brand strategy, clarity plus distinction. People only notice what matters to them. Everything else is invisible. Remarkable comes from creative strategy, logic plus magic. If it's not worth talking about, nobody will spread it. A brand without relevance is invisible. A brand without remarkability is forgettable. Either way, you have no authority. This is precisely why most marketing burns cash without building authority. It falls into two traps: relevant but boring. Like most B2B brands, that puts people to sleep with feature list, remarkable but irrelevant. Like viral stunts that get shared but zero sales. Both destroy authority instead of building it. The Conqueror OS solves this by engineering both relevance and remarkability into your brand DNA. Let me show you how this formula works in action. Notion entered a market saturated with productivity tools. Evernote, Asana, Monday, etc. Instead of playing the feature game, they established immediate authority with precise positioning. The all-in-one workspace for teams. This positioning was hyper-relevant to their audience's pain points around fragmented tools. Their remarkable user interface and flexibility made them worth talking about. The results? Authority that drove growth from 1 million to over 30 million users in just 4 years, commanding a valuation exceeding 10 billion. This wasn't luck or VC money at work. This was authority by design. Now, let's decode the second pillar of attention that builds unshakable authority: trust. The trust formula. Trust isn't given, it's earned. Without it, you have zero authority and zero loyalty. Here's the trust formula most brands completely miss. Trust equals reliability plus delight. Reliability comes from marketing strategy, precision plus velocity. Delivering exactly what you promised, when you promised it, how you promised it, no exceptions. Delight comes from creative strategy, logic plus magic, making every interaction memorable, not merely satisfactory. Most brands destroy trust in one of two ways. They're reliable but soulless, like utilities you depend on but never love. They're delightful but flaky, like those flashy startups that wow you, then miss deadlines. Both paths kill authority. True authority demands both reliability and delight, not one or the other. Let me show you exactly how this works. Athletic Greens, now AG1, entered the oversaturated supplements market where trust is nearly non-existent. They positioned with brutal clarity, 1 scoop, 1 minute, comprehensive nutrition. Their reliability came from consistent product quality and subscription delivery that never failed. Their delight came from exceptional packaging and customer experience that went beyond expectations. The authority this created, 300% growth and a 1.2 billion valuation in an industry where most brands fade into obscurity. Look at how these formulas create self-reinforcing authority system. Awareness plus trust equals attention. Relevance plus remarkable equals awareness. Reliability plus delight equals trust. This isn't just brand theory. This is the formula for authority that creates exponential growth. But formulas without implementation are worthless. That's where most brand building falls apart. The Conquer OS solves this with 2 frameworks that transforms theory into reality. Theory without execution is worthless. That's why the Conquer OS gives you both the formulas and the frameworks to implement them with precision. We use 2 complementary frameworks that transforms theory into authority. The T principle, truth, empathy, action, and EAT method, empathy, action, truth. Let me break it down for you. T is about building your foundation of authority. Truth, defining your non-negotiable brand positioning with crystal clarity. Empathy, understanding your audience so deeply you can read their minds. Action, executing consistently to build unshakable reliability. Most brands skip this fundamental work. They want a shortcut, but there isn't one. Skip principles and you'll always lack authority. EAT is about day-to-day tactical execution. Empathy, reading market signals in real time to stay relevant. Action, implementing at speed to capitalize on opportunities. Truth, maintaining absolute brand consistency as you scale. Think of T as your authority foundation and EAT as your growth accelerator. Here's exactly how these frameworks build authority in the real world. When COVID devastated the travel industry, Airbnb faced extinction. They used T to reposition their entire brand with brutal clarity. Their truth, flexibility is the future of travel. Their empathy, understanding that travelers now wanted longer stays away from cities. Their action, the comprehensive Live Anywhere campaign. Then they used EAT to execute with precision. Empathy is monitoring how travel patterns were evolving in real time. Action in rapidly launching new features for longer stays and remote work. And truth in staying true to their core brand promise of belonging. The result? Their fourth quarter in 2022 revenue didn't just recover, it exceeded pre-pandemic levels by 38%. That's the power of authority during crisis. This is why most brand building fails. It focuses on methods, tactics, while ignoring principles, strategy. The Conquer OS ensures you master both. Now, let's examine how this system has created authority for real companies across different industries. Figma entered a market completely dominated by Adobe, a 300 billion behemoth with 40 years of industry control. On paper, this was suicide. Instead of competing on features, which could have been a losing battle, they established an immediate authority by positioning themselves as "we're teams designed together." This clarity created instant relevance for design teams frustrated with their fragmented workflows. Their remarkable collaboration features made them worth talking about. Their reliability came from consistent performance that never degraded, even with multiple users. Their delight came from an intuitive interface that made designers feel at home immediately. The authority this created? So powerful that Adobe tried to acquire them for 20 billion. When that deal fell through, Figma's growth actually accelerated because they'd built genuine authority, not just a valuable product. But this isn't an isolated example. Brand authority consistently delivers measurable business results. Companies with strong brand authority experience 23% higher annual revenue growth. Brands with established authority command 20 to 30% price premiums without losing customers. Consistent branding, a key component of authority, increases revenue by at least 33%. The numbers are clear. Authority isn't a luxury, it's a fundamental business asset that directly impacts your bottom line. When I work with clients, whether they are pre-seed startups or scale-ups, approaching unicorn status, the authority principles remain identical. The only difference is scale. This is why the Conquer OS isn't a nice to have. It is the difference between fighting for survival and commanding your market. Now, let me show you exactly how to implement this system in your business starting today. There are two ways to implement the Conquer OS and build unshakable authority in your business. First, the Conquer Brand Ambition Challenge, the 5-module accelerator, and then the Conquer Brand Strategy course, the complete authority system. The 5-day Conquer Brand Ambition Challenge is for founders who need immediate clarity and a strategic North Star. In just one business week, you'll define: Day 1, your authoritative vision for 2030. Day 2, create your Forbes front page headline that positions you as the category leader. Day 3, establish your impact metrics that prove your authority. Day 4, identify the obstacles of your authority and opportunities to accelerate it. Day 5, to craft your brand ambition statement that declares your future authority. This isn't a fluffy exercise. This is the strategic foundation that makes all your other business decisions 10x easier. For founders ready to build complete unshakable authority, the Conquer Brand Strategy course delivers the full system through 7 transformational modules. Foundations of authority branding, the golden circle, finding your core purpose, mastering the 4 C's, company, customer, culture, context, crafting your comprehensive authority strategy, brand evolution and reinvention, the art of briefing and commanding creative resources, sustaining and scaling your brand authority. The value here is extraordinary. You're getting frameworks and systems from my 15 years of working with more than 75 global brands, from Google to PayPal to New Balance. Expertise that normally would cost, like I said, between 30 to 300,000 pounds from top agencies. Each module includes practical exercises, proven templates, and real-world application that translate theory into action. The course includes weekly group sessions where I personally review your work, live Q&As where I solve your specific challenges, and access to a private community of ambitious founders. But I'll be brutally honest. This system isn't for everyone. If you're looking for quick marketing hacks or temporary visibility, this isn't for you. The Conquer OS is for founders who understand that authority is their most valuable business asset and are committed to building it systematically. If that's you, here's exactly what to do next. If you're a good fit, my team will reach out to schedule your call. Remember, in today's market, you don't just need a brand, you need authority. Without it, you're invisible. The Conquer OS system gives you that authority through clear, strategic formulas and frameworks that build awareness and trust. If this video resonated with you, hit subscribe and drop a comment below with your biggest brand authority challenge. I read every single comment and I respond personally. Thanks for watching, and remember, authority creates power. Without authority, you're just another player in a game. With it, you own the game. See you in the next video.